In this video, I want to talk about your ass. Yes, your ass and its relationship with your saddle on an indoor session. Recently, I dropped a poll in the private Facebook group, and out of the 200 people that answered, 73% had more discomfort indoors than they did outdoors. So let's drill into that, give you a few tips that might help you have a better relationship with your indoor saddle. Roll the intro. Okay, let's dive into things. I want to keep it real simple. I want to keep it really fast flowing. If there is an appetite for a deeper dive into some issues, I'll do them from the Bike Fit studio. I've got a road bike here that I put on an Elite Directo, and I've got my Watt Bike Pro here that I'll use in this indoor studio at home. So, let's look at the problems that you're facing. They probably fall into two camps. The first one is a build-up of pressure, which can lead to a bit of numbness. Okay, not pleasant, yeah? Then there is the movement, friction, which can lead to saddle sores, etc. Now, the movement side of things can be, worked around if you've got extra budget and you can put hardware that will allow the bike to rock, etc. But that's not for everybody, right? So the pressure comes about. Why? You know why? You're static, you're indoors, you're not moving that much. So what you've got to do is replicate that outdoor ride, because most people will experience the pressure build-up on a Zone 2 ride. Those rides that you really want to get the long volume, you want to get that long time, but you're getting fed up, you're demotivated because everything's going numb. So you just climb off. So you end up doing something else we'll talk about in a second. But just increase the gearing and rock out the saddle. Or you're doing that already. How often? Every 10, 15, 20 minutes. I want you doing it every 5 minutes, especially at the start of the ride. And you're only needing to do it for 10, 15, 20 seconds. And it's just a nice, gentle, you're not going to go out of Zone 2. By doing it at the start of the ride, as often as you can, you will stop your body getting into that over-pressurized position. Try it, next ride. Now, okay, you've got movement, you've got friction. Why? Because in those Zone 2 rides, you're getting numb and you're getting sick and tired of them. So you go on the indoor bike and you blast out the power. So, over the same period of time indoors compared to outdoors, you're in a bigger gear, you may even have decreased your cadence and you're putting out big power. The torque has gone up, so therefore your pelvis position has come forward on the saddle, but you're also working your lumbar a little bit more. It's the lumbar that's kicking in to try and stabilize the pelvis, and boom, you've got that bigger movement. Now, I would strongly advise for every single ride you do indoors, some form of chamois cream, okay? You choose, there are plenty on the market. This is the one I use, chamois butter, no links, etc. Not doing that to you. But by increasing the lubrication down there, you give yourself a chance to still do those big efforts whereby your weaker glute muscle and your weaker lumbar, because you haven't done all the core workouts, have you, are given a chance. The next thing that people forget when they're doing those indoor sessions is you've got shitty kit on. You're putting all your old kit on to do indoor workouts. I don't really want to ruin my good kit. I want to save that for when I go outdoors and when I lose this belly. Your contact points are so important indoors and outdoors. So your hands, your feet and your ass, don't treat them with the crappy kit. Get the best chamois for all rides because it will help. Okay, it's simple to do. Right, the next thing I want to talk about is you're transferring, okay, between two bikes. You feel great on your outdoor bike, but when you come indoors, you can't quite get it. Now, is it the same saddle? Yes. Okay, right, well done. If it's not the same saddle, don't try and measure nose to hoods if they're not the same, because they may be different lengths. It's the go-to point. So the easiest way to do it, take your tape measure 120 millimeters, okay? Make a mark and then measure that to your hoods. And you can do that and you'll actually get that reach point from where your pelvis sits. Now, on a lot of specific indoor bikes like the Watt bike, maybe you've got a Wahoo, whatever bike you've got, the saddle is shit that comes on it and you do need to change it. But the saddle can sometimes be wider. But guess what else is wider? The Q factor. Where your feet sit on the pedals can be wider. So if you're a narrow hip person, a little bit like me, and you're finding that no matter what you do, you've got the same saddle on the indoor bike, you're still getting discomfort. It might just be the Q factor. So that's maybe something I'll go into in another video and explain how we can fix that. But what I would suggest right now is do the basic things. Stand up, chamois cream, and try and keep the rides to a point that you can tolerate, because that's the key thing. Because if you go beyond that point, you become demotivated. Oh, what's the fuck? I'm not going on the bloody bike. I get a sore ass. You don't. You can work around it. And remember, every problem has a solution. So if I haven't nailed a solution for you there, we'll do another video. But get inside the Facebook group. I'll put another video inside there and we can talk about it. Yeah, it's good to talk. Talk about somebody's ass. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, we'll pop this video out. I'll see you in the next live session. When are they? Every Monday, 7 o'clock, GMT. And live workouts. Yeah, we've got lots of them going on every single week. Yeah, it's the place to be. I'll see you in the next video. And if I don't, well, take care. Keep smiling, keep spinning, and keep that ass happy. Okay, right, Watt Bike Pro, you are doing tonight's session.